Hello and welcome or welcome back if you're new here. Hi, my name's Caitlin. I'm the owner and maker behind Little Woman Creations. Today's video is another market vlog episode. I believe we're in the teens somewhere, 13, 14, something like that. But it's actually the night before. I've decided that I'm going to load some of the larger items into my car tonight and then bring down all of my product tomorrow. So I figured I'd start the vlog here with you. It is, the market here is in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It's at Story Hill Firehouse, which is a wedding venue. I'm really excited. I've been applying for this style market for a while. It's the first time I've been in. They usually do a big summer event, and I think they do one in the winter. I think it's like a small business Saturday thing. But I got into the summer one. So let's get everything packed up into my car tonight. It's supposed to rain here in the next 20-30 minutes, so we're going to try and get as much packed as we can right now. I wanted to do it especially at this moment because currently my partner is at an appointment until about 8:30, and we park next to each other, so I have space to actually put the cart in his current parking space. I'll show you when I get out there. But that way I have a little more space when I am loading the car. So let's get everything loaded up and down to Zippy. First load is an absolute mess. I usually put the tent on my back because it's got some nice straps. And this usually goes horizontally, not vertically. But I really don't want to have to carry anything. It's about 90 degrees Fahrenheit here, so it's really warm. I can briefly talk you through what I'm bringing and what I'm not bringing. So first off, this is an outdoor market. There are indoor spaces available. However, they were only 6 feet by 5 or something like that. They were very small, enough that I could only fit one table and not a shelf or anything else. So I didn't want to do that. But I do have to bring my own tent, so that's what's in this black bag here. It's a 10 by 10 space, so that's perfect. I have a 10 by 10 tent. With that, I'm bringing 2 6-foot tables. Now, one of these 6-foot tables is actually for someone. They will get it after this event because I wanted to use it. I am looking to get either a 4 or a 5-foot table just because I find that's easier to use 2 tables when at an indoor event that's a little smaller. I'm also bringing my wooden shelf here. This is the fold out one. I really like this. It's a staple at most of my events. It holds a lot. It looks clean. It looks nice. So I really enjoy bringing that. Now, the one thing that I'm not bringing that is new to me is a grid wall. I do have a nice standing one. I have never set it up, which makes me a little hesitant to bring it today. On top of that though, I purchased it when I had my old car, and now it's a little too tight to fit in my new one. It's doable, I can do it. If I decide to bring it tomorrow, I will, but as of tonight, it's not happening. The other thing that I'm just bringing down for tonight right away are all of my display items, which are under these baskets. I did put in a second 6-foot tablecloth because I usually only just bring the one with me, so now I'll have 2. And I'm also bringing a waste bin with some hand sanitizer. So here's my car. This is why I was really excited to do this now, because no car here. So this will all fit in here. The tent's gonna go in first, down underneath, and get the rest of it situated in tonight. So I'll show you real quick what it looks like. The tent is under that white shelf, which is also a new display item I'm bringing. I laid my seats flat so then I can fit the shelves in here. Now this can fit sideways, but it just looks nicer that way. Got my 2 tables, garbage, hand sanitizer, all of my display items. You can go ahead and shut the trunk, and there's my cart. It is starting to rain, so I'm gonna head back inside. I'm gonna chill. I don't have that much more to pack tonight. I'm not market prepping anymore tonight because I'm actually out of safety eyes. I know, that's an overview. Overlook on my end. But we'll see you all bright and early tomorrow morning. Good morning. It is officially market day. I have the car loaded up. I'm ready to go. I'm just gonna put in my Starbucks order, pick that up, and head over. So it is about 8 o'clock a.m. You can start setting up at 8:15. They ask that you be set up by 9:45. So it'll be a quick one, but I'm not too worried about it. I'm really excited for today. It's kind of been a rough-ish morning. My cart fell over and I had to pick that all up, but it's okay, it's fine. We're gonna have a great day. Gonna go get some Starbucks, and then it's another 15 minutes to the venue. So I'll be there a little after 8:15, but I'm fine with that, it's okay. See you soon. So just finished setting up. We are now starting the market. For the most part, it's been pretty slow. It's already about 10:30. There's been a couple people walking in and stuff, but I'm sure it'll start to pick up as the day continues. It is a little warm already. It's about 85 degrees Fahrenheit, so quite toasty. I did put up one wall because the sun was starting to come into the tent, so I know it still has the windows, but it'll help a little bit at least. I wanted to show you guys too. So my partner recently purchased the Pixel tablet. So the nice thing about the Pixel tablet is that you can change profiles. So up, I guess maybe, well, down here you can see my little face, but I can have my own settings now. So I'm able to bring the tablet and use for Square. The stand is really cool because this is the case and it comes with a nice folding. It's great. I initially put an order in for one, but he also got the Pixel Fold, and I realized he's going to use the Fold as a tablet more than he would gravitate towards using this tablet, at least when I'm gone for a market. So I canceled mine, and so we're just splitting it, and so far it's okay. I'll spin you around. It took me a second to get the Square reader to actually connect, and I think a big part of that was because my Square reader needed to update. So I was able to connect it to my phone and then update it through there and try it again for the tablet. But I'm really excited to try out Square with the tablet format. I've used it before at businesses I've worked at. The brewery I used to work at used Square, so I understood how it worked. I'm just really excited for it. It's gonna be great. So we're 2 hours in. I can give you a little brief overview of the table. The thing is though, I bring lots of stock. The thing is though, I bring a lot of back stock, and so I'm usually always refilling the table as I sell things. I'll give you just a quick overview though.
No, there are these things. Yeah, kind of. Kind of more like a mom.
The best sellers so far have been eggplants. I've sold a bee, a mushroom, a whale, pretty much just plushies. So someone just purchased a bee and they paid using Venmo. So I'm going to show you on Square how I input that. I'm going to lay it down just because I'm getting a weird glare. So first off, I'll select the item, bee, pops up. I have a couple different color options, but it was the black and yellow, so that's already selected. Click add. I'm going to hit charge in the bottom here. And now this is the screen that pops up. It comes up with a different couple of things to do, but the one on the top right away is going to be cash, and then it just says up here tap or insert to pay, so it's not going to prompt you to do something other than these two. So we're going to scroll to the bottom where it says more. And then there's a couple more options. I'm gonna click other payment types. And then this lets you actually type in and record a payment. So I'll go an optional note here and type in Venmo and record payment. And then this pops up. They already left. They have a receipt technically through Venmo, so this doesn't matter. No receipt. Goes back, and then you go to new sale at the top, and it takes you back to the page. So it works out really nicely. Hi, it's been a few days since the Story Hill Market. It's currently Tuesday, July 18th, so it's been 3 days, I think. If you are coming from my previous market vlog, I'm wearing the same clothes. I just got done filming the outro for that, even though it's been a month since that one. We're not here to talk about that market. So this event went from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. It was a steady amount of walking traffic for maybe the first 4 hours. The first 4, I think, is a good call. There was a lot going on in the Wisconsin area, specifically the Milwaukee greater area. We had Harley's Davidson's 120th year celebration, so there was big festivals going on downtown. There were markets, I swear, on every small town going on. So I'm pretty impressed with the amount of traffic that we did have for the day. It was so hot and humid. It was that kind of day where the air is just stagnant and you feel like you're swimming as you're walking around. So I was beat by that afternoon. It was okay in terms of market. So we can break it down. In total, I made $241. Of that, about 50% of it was cash, so I made $111 in cash. 40% was in card sales, and that was $89. And then about 15% was other, which other for me is Venmo, and that was $41. Now, I do know that within Square, I can't calculate the Venmo fees that I have, but I do know about $41 is what I did get from Venmo because there was someone that gave me a tip as well. So since I have to do fees for Venmo by doing an actual business account, I do have a tip on there. And I tell people too when they decide to pay with Venmo that there is a transaction fee on my end, so I don't get the full like $20 that they send me kind of thing. So someone was very gracious enough and did give me a tip on there. Sorry, the puppies are now deciding that they need to play. Because I can't get my fees directly into Square from Venmo, all I have are my transaction fees from Square. So there was a total of $2.91 for fees. A net total that I made for the day was $238.09. If I remember correctly, I believe this market was $75 to vend at, which, let me do the math real quick. Sorry, I didn't have this prepared. So in total, I made about $163 from this event. It makes sense, like I said, because it was very warm out. There was so many festivals going on, so many other celebrations going on in the area. I get it. If we go through, I sold 23 items, I believe. Let me double check. Yeah. So I sold 16 plush items, 2 reusable, so 16, 17, 18, 19, and then 1 of like a market bag tote. We can break it down for you. So in the plush category, I sold, again, 16 items. I sold 3 bees at $20 each, 4 mushrooms at $12 each, 2 eggplants at $20 each, a koala bear head for $15, a large glow-in-the-dark ghost for $15, one owl for $15, a bunny for $10, one egg for $7, one pocket whale for $6, and finally one blueberry for $5. If you watched my last market vlog, you will know that I also sold a blueberry, but for $10, and that's because I redid the pattern that I was using for it, so it's a little more palm size versus like 2 palm sizes, so I decided to cut the price and make that a lower priced item. I sold one market bag or a tote, and that was a peach fruit purse for $20. And then finally, I sold 2 reusable items, and those were both water balloons at $1 each. Those I make out of my leftover burnout blanket yarn, so they're really fun to make. Overall, I would say the market was not great. A lot of people that did show up were buying and purchasing. That helped out. I did have 2 customers that came back multiple times to get items. There was one other vendor who was a miner that was selling slime, and they came over and purchased an item, went back, their parents saw the item, they came back to purchase another item, and then they did that one more time. So they purchased 3 items from me, and then there was a couple who initially purchased 1 item from me and then came back and bought an eggplant too. I think it was a bee and an eggplant they bought. I am a little disappointed. I heard this market was very good, and I think the reason, again, it wasn't good, just to reiterate, there was so much going on here in the Milwaukee area. There were so many different events going on. I had friends who were vending at 2 or 3 different tables at the same day, same time. One of the girls that was set up on the other side of me was set up before we were even allowed to, because they had coordinated with the event coordinator and was like, I have 2 other tables to go set up today. So they came and were able to set up early. I think that was a reason. And then the heat just was not great. The weather, thankfully, there was no rain. It was supposed to storm that morning, and it did not. That was nice. Lastly, I think the reason I thought this market was so good is because I have heard, and some of my friends have just talked on and on about their winter market. So they do a big one in November and then December for last minute holiday gifts, and they go over really well. It's in a gorgeous venue. I didn't get a lot of video actually doing it because, like I said, it was pretty steady. It was really warm out, so I really didn't want to get up and leave my booth and like get more sweaty. The venue, absolutely gorgeous though. So it makes sense that other events later on in the year do really well there. If I had the option to vend here again, I think I would only do that fall and winter market. I do have a lot of winter events already planned out, but I am looking to do a November market, so we'll see. Maybe if they have one around that time, then I can apply to that. My next market will be actually this week, July 22nd. It's not necessarily a typical market vlog, though I haven't decided how I want to do that kind of content yet, but I'm doing a table at the consignment store that I sell at. We are doing a Meet the Makers series, so there will be 1 to 3 vendors every Saturday, starting this Saturday, until probably the fall season when you can't be outside anymore. And the idea is you come, you can interact with the customers, and you can show the process of making it. So the example that I gave was like a live painting or a live drawing. I'm definitely going to be bringing my crochet. I'm going to bring a couple of different yarns just to show off so people can feel and touch and get the experience of what it's like to actually crochet plushies or bags and that kind of stuff. I think there will be someone at one point doing macrame during the day, and then I can just bring a table and set up. They have a little nook right before you enter where I'll put my table. I'm considering just bringing my shelf and a clothing rack, but I do have a 6-foot table. I need to confirm that a 6-foot table would fit there. Otherwise, I need to get like a 4-foot table, which I'm in the market for anyway, so it's fine. But I am going to be able to sell some items that aren't necessarily in the store, maybe ones that the consignment owner hasn't picked out for the store. She has over 60 vendors. that she like has products from, and it's always changing. It's so much fun to go in there, even as when I'm like dropping off items. So that's gonna be my next technically market. I will definitely film throughout the day. And my next official market that I have to pay for will be August 5th. So that one's going to be really fun. It's going to be held at the Deer District downtown, which is where our Milwaukee Bucks, our NBA team, play. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm hoping for some good weather because I have to set up my tent. If you've made it this far, thank you so much. I appreciate you hanging out with me to the very end. Be sure to give this video a like if you enjoy this type of content and if you want to see more. It really helps boost my channel especially. And definitely, if you feel like you want to stick around, come hang out, join the LWC clan, hit that subscribe button. We'd love to have you here. I really love just talking crochet, markets, any sort of small business talk. So if there's something you want to see also, drop it down in the comments. I appreciate any ideas that you all have. Thanks again so much for hanging out with me today, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.